Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you are well and I hope that you can hear me okay. Please let me know if you can while I turn on some background music. Let me see here. There we go. Hopefully you can hear that. I do want to just check that we are all on the same page. And yes, we are. Okay, hopefully the audio is coming through. Is there audio? Hello? Okay, great. All right. That's one way to check. All right, so welcome to another illustration inspiration session. This is a weekly session where we get a prompt to practice our illustration skills, and it has been a while. I have been away, and so haven't been practicing as much as I would like. So this is a return video after a little bit of a break. If you are new here and you haven't joined one of these illustration sessions before, we basically have a system that we follow that gives us random prompts within the structure of a framework that I have developed to kind of paint a picture of inspiring illustration ideas. So if you are new to the art of illustration, or even if you're not, if you're just a bit, lacking in ideas, then these are the kinds of sessions that might prove useful to you. A proviso, I will just let you know that it is centered around drawing cats and dogs, but you can fill in and change whatever is relevant for you. I have a framework, and I will link to the video where I explain that framework. I'll link that down below so that you can check, and you can download that and you can use that to follow along. And that is basically how we do this. I do draw in Procreate, so I'll be sharing the screen shortly, but you can do this manually as well. You can do this analog on paper and pen, or whatever program it is that you are using. It doesn't really matter. It's not about the tools, it's about the practice. And hopefully you can see the screen okay once I do switch over. What I need to do is just get our drawing prompt worksheet up onto the screen so that we can work with it. So let me just get that, and then I will switch over the camera. If you are joining either in the live or in the replay of this video, I would love to hear about your illustration journey. How long have you been illustrating? Are you new to it? Are you just getting started? Or are you skilled and very professional with your illustrations? I would just love to know. All right, let us get going here. So I'll switch over the screen. I really should have my glasses on while I do this because I can't see this far. Let me just see if I can change the settings here because it looks a little bit bright on the screen. That's going the wrong way. There we go. Okay, it is also upside down, I've just realized. Okay, let me change the orientation. It is, yeah. Flip horizontal. No, flip vertical. There we go. Okay, there we go. So you can see what I'm drawing on. I am sitting on the floor. It is just a personal preference, and I will likely move around because it gets a little bit uncomfortable, so please excuse me. I do also draw with a little drawing glove because it gets a little bit smudgy and things on the screen, so I like to draw with a drawing glove. All right, hopefully you can see that all okay, and I'm just gonna put my thing to the side and we will get cracking with our little illustration inspiration. So we've got 4 different sections here: the subject, the size, the style, and the story. And I have a very fancy little wheel over here, fancy, not fancy, that helps us decide what it is that we're going to be drawing, puts together all the prompts for us, and yeah, and so we will be doing the wheels. I just realized that there is let me just see if I can do that. No, okay, that is fine. We shall leave it at that. All right, so let's find out. Are we drawing a cat or a dog for this week's illustration? We'll just get straight into it. This week is a cat, so we mark that off on our sheet, and then I will start drawing my my interpretation of whatever the prompt is in the latter part of this live stream. So we are drawing a cat. I'm going to put this to the side as well. Okay, let's go back. So what breed of cat? Let's have a look-see. So the breed of cat is a Russian blue. Russian blue. If you don't know the breeds, that's okay. I often do not, especially with the cats. I do know my dog breeds better, but then I go and look up on Pinterest what the cat breed looks like. So if you're like me and you don't know them off the top of your head, that is okay. All right, moving on to the next section, which is all the various sizes related to our subject. So is it skinny or curvy body type? Curvy, so it's going to be a curvy Russian blue cat. What is the main shape? And this can be the shape of the character itself, or it can be a shape that shows up in the full scene of the illustration, so rectangle. Then big or small, relating to head, ears, eyes, and nose. So we'll start with the head. It is going to be a small head. Ears, big ears. Small eyes. And lastly, big nose. Okay. Then long and short, relating to arms, legs, and tail. Short arms, short legs, and long tail. Right. Then number 3 is the style of the illustration. So, in relation to detail and texture. A little bit of detail, so in the scene, not going overboard with the details, and then texture, a little bit of texture. So we're going light on detail and texture. All right, and then line style. Now this is relating to giving you choices, especially if you do draw digitally, what kind of style you're going to do your line work in. If you're doing this analog, you might want to mix it up, introduce pen into watercolor, or whatever the case might be. But you can also feel free to leave this out if you want to. So, pencil line style. So the line work will be pencil. And then brush set, which is the next one. Again, relating to if you use an app like Procreate, you can organize your brushes, and that's exactly what I have done in terms of how I organize my brushes. And I've organized the ones that I want to become familiar with and more skilled with. I do have a whole myriad, as most people who use Procreate do, have a myriad of brushes, but I've selected and grouped different brushes and I've numbered those groups. So that's what these brush sets refer to. So you can decide for yourself how you want to organize it, or if you are doing analog drawing, then you might want to just group your different mediums and number them accordingly. Of course, you can also just leave this section out completely if it is not relevant to you. Okay, brush set number 8. So, brush set number 8. All right, and then the final section is the story of the illustration. So we've got emotion and feeling, scene, object, and actions. So we'll start with emotion and feeling. So what is the emotion that our illustration is going to depict? Curiosity. Curiosity is the first one on the list. Okay, that's great. I like that one. All right, scene. What scene is our Russian blue cat going to be in? In an artist studio. Nice. Okay. Object. What object will our character be interacting with? Suitcase. So that's the main object. Okay, suitcase. And then lastly, action. What is our character going to be doing? Driving. All right, something to do with driving. That complicates things just a little bit. Okay, but it is what it is. Those are the actions. Maybe there's another character driving. Or maybe the character is driving to their artist studio and has their suitcase in the car and is curious either about what's in the suitcase or curious about what's in the artist studio or what's going on. Okay, that's our story. I will download this, just export this. And if you want to download this week's prompt, then I share it into a chat thread in Substack, and that is where you can go and download this. And the intention with this practice is that we take the week to work on this illustration, work on the prompts that have come up in this session. So if you want to end this session right now, stop the video and get cracking on with your illustration, then by all means you can go and do that. Alternatively, if you want to hang around and listen to some music with me while we get started on our drawing, then we can do that too. I would love to know if this music is too loud. Let's just see while I have you here. Okay, sounds good. I do like a little bit of music in the background. Right, so I'm going to slide this over and then start contemplating what our illustration inspiration has given us today. Let me get that one out the way and bring this one up. Okay, bring you back to the overhead and we can start drawing. So, first of all, let's look up what a Russian blue cat looks like. Where's my Pinterest? Okay. So here, oh, so pretty. So pretty. And I certainly don't draw realistically, but it is just to get a sense of the color, the shape, the eyes. Beautiful, very striking cat. Very, very pretty. Okay, so that gives us a good idea, a good starting point. Okay, that was brush set number 8, I believe. Was it? Yeah. Okay. And we can just start with some sketching. I don't yet have an idea of what I'm doing, so I just start making marks as I go. Curious. This is also such a great practice, this weekly illustration practice, to practice expressions. How do you make expressions in your character? Can you see that? I think I will zoom in a little bit. There we go. Hopefully you can see that a bit better. The light keeps changing outside. The clouds are moving, so the exposure. There we go. Hopefully that is okay. All right. So we've got a curious cat with a small head. Oh, and he is curvy, isn't he? Yep. Short arms and legs. still don't know where I'm going with this. Might do the same cat in a different profile. I feel like the tail actually needs to be more active if we're going to go with this kind of pose position. Maybe something more like that. So Artist Studio, I think what I'm going to do is that there is a suitcase in the Artist Studio. The cat is in the Artist Studio, and then there's a window through which we can see the artist driving away. Yeah, so I think that's the story I'm going with. I quite like that. And I quite like how this this version of the cat has come out. And it'll just have, this is just a rough sketch, so I'll still refine it, but it gives me an idea of where I'm going. I stopped using the double tap because I kept messing up drawings and complicating things on my live sessions, so I'm still getting used to undoing over there. Okay, so I like my little cat character, and the Russian blueness I think will come through in the coloring that I do. I will do green little eyes, I might do color there, we'll see. I'm gonna take this one out. Wonder if there's not two cats. There could be two cats. Let's see. So I do like this one as well. All right, I'm gonna go on to another layer and start working out my composition. At this stage, I really am not attached to any particular ideas, and it's just, I find that just the act of starting somewhere gets ideas flowing, and it is the beauty of working digitally that you can then change things as you need to, and like this isn't working at all.
rectangles. Rectangles was the dominant shape. So we are making sure that we've got rectangles here. Driver. I need to be able to demonstrate that this is the artist, so it's gonna have to be a cabriolet or something. Okay, so a story is piecing together here. Don't know if you can tell, and I will be refining all of this, But essentially our two naughty kitty cats, oh, let's just undo that. Our two naughty kitty cats will have knocked off the post-it note reminding the artist not to forget this suitcase. Because that's the kind of thing that cats would do. Little punks. Okay, I like this. There we go. And probably I need to just fix this car a little bit, maybe a bit more prominent. I might need to just fiddle with the perspectives a little bit, but I am liking the way this is looking. Just emphasize this so it's clear. As I said, this is just the rough sketch, just getting the ball going. And the next phase of this will be to go over the outlines properly. And then after the outlines, then we start to fill in with colors and shading and details. Oh, I did go off script a little bit in that the prompt said few details. So besides a few paintbrushes that I'll probably put in the front here, I have done a fair bit of detail, but I will stop there. I won't do any more. And I just like to get my, you know, lines out the way just so that I can see clearly where everything is in relation to the things in the background. And the last one here. Okay. And there we go. That is how I start my drawings. And I think that is where I will leave it here with you. So this is a short and sweet illustration session. Maybe just add a couple of paintbrushes, and then we are done. And maybe a pencil. Or something. Yeah. Okay. So that is it. And so now we've got the week to go ahead and finish this, to line it out, to do the rendering, put the color in, and then if you want to, you can share your illustration over in Substack. That is where we have the group chat, and also where I will be sharing, I will be posting that right now as soon as I've finished this live, so that you've got this reference sheet And hi Jessica, I've just seen you there now. Hello, hello my friend, good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on these live sessions, and I'm slowly getting back into the rhythm of things. I do have a different setup here right now. I'm trying out a new floor desk setup, and I'm quite liking it as well, except that my laptop is now very far away, and I probably need my glasses to be able to see that, but that's next session's problem. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that you found this session fun and enjoyable and inspiring and encouraging for you to go on and do your own illustration practice. Remember, it's not about the outcome, it is about the practice of it. And I'm very happy with the initial sketch, and quite frankly, there's a version of me that would be damn impressed that I could knock this out in such a short space of time without having a clear idea of what I was going to draw. So that the more we do this, the more we practice this, like getting ourselves out of our comfort zone, the more your confidence in your own ability grows, and then you just find that you are able to surprise yourself and actually do things better, faster than you thought that you could, because oftentimes we're kind of defeating ourselves before we've even given it a try. So I encourage you to go and give this a try. I hope that you get some joy from it, and if nothing else, just to flex your illustration muscles. Let me know if you've got any questions, comment down below, or head on over to Substack, where you'll find the link beneath this video as soon as I've done with the live. And if you've got any questions there, I'm happy to share it. Let me know if you've got any questions about Procreate as well. I'm happy to share tutorials if you want to see a specific video, if you would like me to do either a live session or a pre-recorded tutorial in any way in relation to Procreate. Or just to share anything else about my own illustration journey. If it helps you in any way, please let me know. All right, I will leave you there. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy your illustration, and watch out, because I'll be scheduling the illustration session for next week. And I'm thinking that in the afternoon might be a good time. Let me know if this time works well. It was 4 o'clock EST that we started today. I did originally plan to start at, I think it was 12, but life happened and wasn't able to. So let me know if this time slot works for you, or otherwise what time slot would work well for you. All right, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you next week.